Hi, it's Stephanie from the Doc Squad sharing with you another engaging activity you can share with your students. So this one is called Take Note. So we're using a Google Slide in that process of creating elements in the slide master in order to have images, graphics, words that the students cannot move around and touch in a Google Slide. So that's really cool. The only two elements that are not created in that slide master that you're going to send off to your students are the YouTube videos and DOK wheel. And then all I did for those is I created a transparent box and then put the hyperlink where it says YouTube video and the hyperlink where it says DOK wheel. So now we're embedding supports to our students. So as a teacher in the classroom setting, I use Cornell Notes all of the time. They're a really great opportunity for the students to process their learning, whether it's a hybrid or in-person to person, face-to-face, brick and mortar, or remote learning. So for this introduction to my students for Cornell Notes, the first week I always taught them that process, and this will be the way I would do it. So that bell ringer, I will show them the video. So this YouTube video here is on how to take Cornell Notes. So start first with some kind of opportunity for them to see it, to hear it, model it for them so that they get an idea of what that process looks like. So this is a really cool video and it's really short. It's only about just over 2 minutes and there are others. So you can always modify and change it to another video if you'd like. So that one's really cool. And then the next step of our process, once they've watched the video and then they've taken their own notes and summarized what that's about, now we want to practice it. So we're using that gradual release strategy of I do, we do, you do, right? So then the Cornell Notes, the key for that is short bulleted notes on one side in one column, the right side, followed by an opportunity to process. So for my students, to help them understand what makes for good notes, I always have them and I introduce them to the DOK wheel or depth of knowledge. So in the beginning of the year, I expect for them to go through 3/4 of it. So we're working on 1, 2, and 3. Not 4 so much because 4 is going to be, say, our projects, our genius hours, our National History Day assignments. But often without the prompting, without the support, our students would tend to kind of hover and stay within that level 1. You know, who is Abraham Lincoln? What was the Declaration of Independence? And not to say that's not important information to ground our content, but we need to make sure we extend our learning. So we want to have more critical thinking questions. So in the beginning of the year, they can do 1, 2, and 3. As we go along throughout the year, I'm expecting for them to pretty much stay in 2 and 3 because they'll be able to ask more sophisticated questions, which would rely upon understanding level 1, but now going a little bit deeper into level 2. So for example, what is the difference between, how do you differentiate between, how does this document compare with that document? So having them provided with a kind of like an anchor, a support to understand, well, how do I take good notes in terms of process, but how do I take good notes in terms of understanding? And then thereafter, the last part is that exit ticket. So that third part, they're summarizing. The students might come up with other ways of note taking, something that they've been using in the past that helps them. Maybe they like to annotate as they're going through the passage before they start writing down their information. Maybe they're chunking. So they can take some of their prior knowledge or maybe something they heard from a classmate and they put that in that exit ticket. So that's how I use Cornell Notes using a Google Slide. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure you fill out the feedback form and then I will send out to you a copy of this Take Note Google Slide and you can modify as you wish. Thank you.